Hello, welcome back to the University Spotlight series. Today we intend to speak about Concordia University Chicago, which is a very affordable option for students who are hoping to study at a mainland city like Chicago. To discuss further regarding entry requirements, scholarship opportunities, and work opportunities upon graduation, we have invited Ms. Momna Mahmood, who is the country manager for CUC, who will be talking to us regarding the same and will shed insight for students who are aspiring to study there. So let's welcome Ms. Momna Mahmood. Assalamu alaikum, Momna. How are you?
Walaikum assalam, Mustafa. I'm very good. Thank you. How are you?
I'm well, thank you for joining us today. So, we'd like to start with a brief history and legacy of Concordia University Chicago. So, if you can tell us what the university is about, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, sure. So, thank you for having me, Mustafa. And so, I would like to say that CUC is actually 150 years old university, one of the oldest university in the USA, and it's located on the Lake Michigan in Chicago. So the most good thing about this university is that it's only 12 miles away from downtown Chicago. So when, if for example for international students, it always matters at which location they are studying, because they want to be on the same place where they can study and have the activities as well. In terms of if they want to explore the city, so they will be able to explore it on, on their free time and their leisure time. So they have the opportunity to go to the places which are only 20-25 minutes away from their campus, and which is almost total is 12 miles. So yeah, and also we have if talk about the courses and what sort of vast course and studies we offer in the CUC. Is that at the moment we have like 100 plus courses for undergraduate programs, and many other courses for the postgraduate programs as well. Once the student enters into the CUC as an undergraduate or graduate programs, the student love the vibe of CUC in terms of that it offers variety of clubs, having all the major sports in the world, especially the favorite sports of boys and favorite games that are being played in the USA as well. Soccer, the American football things, and the leagues. They all have the clubs and the communities there. They have arts participation schools. They have dramatic societies. They have the very vast book reading clubs as well. You can have the immunity to have the library membership and enjoy the projects. You can have the book corner, book reading things as well in the CUC.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, एक सवाल definitely जो आता है कि when we talk about CUC specifically to students, and we mention कि ये university is based in Chicago. So, for a main city like Chicago, students are obviously going to be very interested to know कि how it fares with other universities and the effectiveness of CUC in preparing students for the local job market, because Chicago is going to be a competitive job market being a main city in the US. तो उस नज़रिए से what are your thoughts? What would you like to add?
There are 31, for example, if there are 500 world famous companies in the world, 31 headquarters are based in the Chicago. And they are pretty much in the locality and vicinity of the CUC. So if when the people in the CUC have the education expos and the recruitment drives, the officials or the HR teams of those big companies like Abbott, Caterpillar, McDonald's, and a lot of others, they come to the CUC campus and they visit the students face to face, and then students are pretty much able to reach them out while studying in the campus.
And you mentioned that there are 100 plus courses on offer, which means that students must be able to then proceed to various careers, not only in Chicago, but across the country, as well as being able to come back to Pakistan and have a career here. So, what are your opinions on that?
So of course, we have variety of programs like I already mentioned it to
Mhm.
you. So once the student complete their degree, they can of course come back. For example, even after their while doing the degree or even after completing their degree, they might be hired or they might be hired for internship by those companies, or they might be hired on a permanent job after their internship once they complete their degree. They can have the experience while working in the USA, and then they can of course come back to their country and they can do whatever they want.
And considering that education can be expensive internationally, and especially even in the US, if you look at universities across the board, how would you rate CUC in terms of affordability? And also link this with the conversation of work opportunities while they are studying, in order to obviously meet some level of their living costs.
Okay, so Mustafa, we do have in-housing work opportunities for our international students. So once they are like done with their classes, they're allotted with some hours, specific work hours, to which they can meet their ends as well. And when it comes to the affordability for the courses in the CUC, my MBA is only $25,000, which is 2 years degree, and on top of that, we are offering $10,000 on the entire degree scholarship as well. I'm talking about MBA. So when you minus the 10,000 from $25,000, so your cost is automatically deducted. And if you talk about the undergraduate degree, so the entire undergraduate is slightly little costly than the MBA or master program, of course, because it's a 4 years degree, and it's sort of a very specialized degree in which student is completely trained. We are offering $8,000 scholarship per year of undergraduate degree as well. So multiply by 4, 8 multiply 4 is $32,000. So $32,000 will be granted to the international student for the entire degree program. That's how we are accommodating our international students.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And so, if someone is interested in studying at CUC, what kind of timeline should they be looking for in terms of starting the process, finalizing their courses, and getting the admission paperwork done?
While they are completing, for if it comes to the undergraduate student, they should be starting in the beginning of their last year of their degree. And maybe if they want to start the undergraduate program, then they should be ready in at least the start of the A levels, A2, or intermediate part 2 maybe. And if you talk about the postgraduate programs or the MBAs, so CUC is not requiring any experience from the graduate students. They can join as fresh as they are. And also again, once they complete, well, before the 6 months, the last semester is supposed to be complete if they are in the undergraduate program, so they have to start thinking about what they are going to do.
Okay,
Yeah.
good to know. So I think we've covered the important aspects of exploring CUC as an option. If you have any additional advice for prospective students in considering CUC.
All right, Mustafa, thank you. And I will summon my little instructions here with the thing that CUC is super easy to get in. We only require main documents, for example, for both undergraduate and postgraduate degrees. You only are supposed to submit us your finalized degree, your finalized transcript, official ones only, your passport, your financials, and for the proof of English, we accept IELTS, TOEFL, Duolingo, and PTE. Any test you have passed from these mentioned tests, you are eligible to have the admission. And for both degrees, we require only 60% of the total weightage.
Thank you for listening. If you would like to know more about CUC and the application process for the USA, you are welcome to discuss this with us, and we will be happy to help.